So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll help you get through this bit of a tough crypto market at the moment. So where are we with mini football? So yeah, obviously we all know, if you've been following the videos, that we had our 5-wave move to the up. We had a slightly shorter wave 5 than some, but it still counts. And then obviously we had the typical correction here, which was predicted it would turn around in the golden pocket. And yeah, we've had obviously some nice green candles on the dailies there, and then obviously we've come down today. And I know people sometimes get a little bit jittery when that happens, but let me try and explain what's happening here, because overall it's quite bullish. So on the daily chart, now sometimes what will happen if you come down, say in an A, you go up in a B, that would suggest you came down a C and would end up down here, which wouldn't be particularly healthy for the chart. But that would normally suggest this would be a 3-wave move, and it's not. It's definitely a 5-wave move. So we turned around in the golden pocket, we went up in a 1, we came down in a 2, we had the big wave 3 here, came down in a 4, and then we've gone up in a 5. So it's definitely an impulsive move, absolutely no doubt about it. And what that would suggest is that we're now going to have a 3-wave move to the down. So this would be, if I draw on the chart here, in my humble opinion, an impulsive wave. So we've gone up in a 1, we're coming down currently in a 2, and then we should correct around about here. So we might have a slight bit more downside. You know, do be prepared for that. But then we would start the big wave, which is the wave 3, and then 4 and a 5, and so on and so forth. So this does feel actually quite impulsive, because we should turn around. If I get the fib charts on here, and if we mark to here to here, we would expect to turn around, if I'm correct, at around about, well, you could stop at the 0.5 here, we could drop to the 0.618 here, so we might have a little bit more downside, but I think we're probably going to turn around soon, because looking at the MACD, if I go to the hourly chart here, the MACD does feel like it is beginning to turn around. We can see that the MACD there, it's obviously come down, the selling pressure's easing off, and then we're just starting to go into a positive. We've got the signal line here about to cross over. So actually the chart does feel like it's turning around. We're kind of holding support around about the 9 million market cap. So for me, what that would suggest, if I get rid of a couple of these charts here and then go back to the daily, so this is where the GC is going to put his ass on the line. You know, I reserve the right to be wrong, because you know, it's not always easy to predict. But let's assume I am correct, and then let's go to our trend-based fib tool. So we mark that as a 1, and suppose we come down a little bit further to the 2, that would suggest that the next sort of wave up for us here would be the 1.618, which will put us around about, let's have a little look, somewhere, give it a take, you know, 100% pump. So I'd take that all day long, really. And that would be the start of our first wave 1 of the wave 1. We may then have a bit of a correction, and then we go again. So this chart is actually looking quite bullish. So I would suggest that not to worry. Just be prepared, buy the dip, all the good stuff that you normally would do to support, you know, your token. But I do feel that if you look on the hourly chart there, things are turning round for mini football. So I personally think this is just a typical 1-2 setup. And if you look at the last 1-2 setup that we had, we came kind of on the chart. This has come out of line slightly. We came up in a 1, we came down in a 2 here, and then we had our nice big pump to the upside to the wave 3. So that's what's going to come next. If my prediction is correct, we'd then come down a 4, and then we'd have a nice big 5. Now, interestingly, the wave 5 is usually the length of your wave 1. And this time round, the wave 1 has been quite long, so that would suggest that here is probably going to come up to here somewhere like that. So you know what, I think we are going to be okay. I know it's been jittery times, but that's crypto for you. There's still obviously a few buys and sells coming in until the confidence comes back. But I think This is a 1, a wave 2, and then, if I'm correct, we'll have a massive wave 3, and everybody will be all happy once again. Okay, GC out. Thank you very, very much for your support, by the way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate your kind words in the chat and in the chart and on YouTube. So let's go! Come on!